you lovely lot. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Notch to 11. And welcome back to my permission. Yes, it's another 3-hour short hunt for me. And I'm going to explain why. Because this video will come out, unless I find gold, of course. This video will come out the week after I should have been on a weekender. Well, I will be on a weekender up in Norfolk. But unfortunately, we found out over the last 24 hours that YouTubing, TikToking, Instagramming, all banned. The farmer's wishes, he doesn't want any video or filming going on whilst we'll be there, which is a massive shame because I was really hoping to bring you 2 videos of day 1 and day 2 of some fantastic digging on amazing land in Norfolk. That said, I'm still really looking forward to going. It will be nice to go and dig in without picking up the camera, and it'll also be nice to see some pals. But what that means for the channel is that there won't be 2 videos to show you from the results of that particular weekender. So, conscious that I'm not going to have any content when I get back from that weekender, I thought I'd come down. It's late Friday afternoon. It's been a glorious day, and of course Marcus has arrived and it started to rain. But it's been a glorious day up until now. I got about 2.5, 3 hours maybe before the light goes. So I thought I'd make hay, get down here, dig some holes, bring you some content, and hopefully find some good stuff. So without further ado, I've got the Manticore with the M15 coil. It's never been on this particular field before. Let's see what it's got. Right, well, no sooner did I start with my intro, I've walked onto a target. I've got a 33. So just to explain, I'm going to be digging on 2 fields today. This one that I'm on now, which is target rich, but really hard to dig normally because the crop that's on it has got a very intricate root system. So in the spring and summer months, it's virtually impossible to dig it. So I'm going to give it a whirl on here for a little while, see how we get on. We get plenty of targets on here, but there is quite a lot of junk. And then the field next to it is target quiet. I've been on it many, many times. So we're going to see how we get on. This particular field I'm on now, I've never used the Manticore on. Next door, I don't remember using the Manticore on. Certainly not with the M15 anyway. So we're looking forward to seeing what we get. And we've started with a 33, which had the heart going. That's why it's clean, because I've given it a wipe. Because I thought I might have found a tiny little silver coin, but it's not. It's just a tiny little aluminium rivet or something. So yeah, we're off and running, and looking forward to what the next 2.5, 3 hours brings. I hope you are. See you in a bit. Well, that lovely blue sky was what was over us when I left my house. And as you can probably see coming through right now, pouring with rain. Just my luck, sadly. Anyway, let's take you to the first decent find. Well, I say decent find, don't know what it is yet. Decent tone, decent blob on the target line. Mid-high 30s. Let's give it a dig. Somewhere there. Don't think it's too deep. Well, nothing really is too deep on this particular field that I've ever found because of the root system. Nothing drops too far. I don't know how long this plant's been on here, of course. There could be stuff underneath that we missed, but yeah. Feels like I've moved that. Yeah, shame about the weather. We've been absolutely plagued here in the UK. With rain over the last weeks and months. Large parts of the UK have been completely and utterly flooded. And we have got, for our first live dig of the day, a strap of lead. Which I never mind finding because that's encouraging sign. So, yep, got a bit of lead for our first live reveal. See you in a bit. And the next one that deserves a bit of a dig. Nice high tone coming through in my ear. And that's coin territory. High 60s, early 70s. Let's give it a dig. Oh yeah, there is a little bit of blue sky coming our way, so hopefully the rain won't be here for too long. Yeah, and the MI5, as I call it, the M15 coil on the Manticore is, yeah, I like it. I'm especially looking forward to next weekend with the weekender to give it a spell. I'm going to use the Manticore one day and the Deus 2 the other day, see how they both compare. The Deus 2 at the moment is just, incredibly good. Finding so much silver with it. That said, I found plenty of silver this year with the Manticore as well. So both amazing machines and brilliant in their own right. Right, it's out. Oh, that looks like a coin. Hey, yes. I think so anyway. We're off and running with the coins. Excellent. I thought that might be with that tone and number. Yeah, looking pretty blank, but it's a coin and it's only about my 4th or 5th hole, so that's not a bad start at all. Excellent. Right. See you in a bit. And the next one for your delight, coming up as a 47, is one of my old favourites. I never ever mind finding these, and my permission is rich with them. It's a yachting club badge. It's a naval badge, naval button or a yachting club button, depicted normally with a crown, an anchor, some rope, and often 4 initials of the said yacht club, and this is no exception. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Never ever mind finding them. And yeah, lovely. I suspect it won't be the last we'll find here today, but yeah, interesting find. Always love them, and quite often they clean up lovely. So yeah, excellent. Let's move on. Well, the next one was an odd one, so didn't bother filming it. It was a 26-27, and genuinely I thought it was going to be a button or just a bit of copper. Well, it is a bit of copper or brass, I suppose, but it's actually a bit of a keylet, which is quite cool. A lovely patina on it. I don't think it's particularly old. Looks like quite a modern style, doesn't it? Although it's not. Yeah, don't know. Shame it's not whole. Never mind finding a whole key. It's lost its little loop bit at the back there, look. But yeah, that's all right. We don't mind that. Cool. Well, as I said earlier at the intro, I think this particular field is target rich, and it's normally so hard to dig that I don't bother. So yeah, we'll persevere for a bit longer, I think. See you in a bit. Well, we could be onto a second coin. We had a 37 that was kind of surfacey, but actually turned out to be about an inch down. And I've kind of seen it, so I am presuming that in the middle of your screen is a coin. It's a very small coin, if it is a coin. Yeah, that's a coin. Yeah, it's a little farthing, I think. Didn't bring my little black gloves that I normally wear today, so yeah, our fingers are getting muddy for a change. Yeah, cool, excellent. Might be even something on that actually, by the looks of that. Cool, right, let's give that a squirt. Oh, second coin of the day, happy days. Then I think we're going to move on to the field next door and give that a whirl. Right, back in a sec. Yeah, second coin, I think that's George V. Hard to see, it's a bit crusty. We've got Britannia on the back there as well, somewhere. But yeah, not in the best of conditions. Trying to see if I can find her again, but no, she's not. Oh, there she is. Sitting there now, just about to see her. Yeah, so it's a little farthing, George V. Yeah, 1930s, 20s, 30s, something like that. Cool, excellent. Second coin. Moving on. Righto. It's going well. We've had a couple of coins. Quite a lot of copper. Finding a lot of copper and brass bits. 1 or 2 bits of lead. But it's all right, and it's nice to be out. I'm so pleased to be out. Wasn't expecting to be out this weekend at all, so nice little bonus dig. And behind me, directly behind me, is the field I've just come from. I've had a couple of targets on here so far, but this is definitely a quieter field. In fact, this is the field I came to when I very first got the Manticore, because I've done this field to death over the years, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. So the the M15, where is it? Has found an 88-89. Curse of the live reveal. Huge lump of lead. Well, we're desperately running out of time already. 2.5 hours goes very quickly. But you know what, I've loved every minute of it. Haven't found a huge amount. Bit of real metal detecting so far for you folks. A couple of blankish coins and bits and bobs. But you know what, it's cleared my head. after a busy week at work. Lots of stuff going on. It's been nice to get that headspace and just clear your mind and enjoy your digging. Anyway, we had one in the very scatty signal in the 60s and 70s, which I've dug. I thought it was going to be a shotty. I don't think it is, but likewise I don't know what it is. I thought for a second it might be a ring, but I don't think it's that either. No, it's definitely not. Oh, okay. It's got a shape to it. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I've got no idea. Yeah, okay. I'm none the wiser. A little lid or something? I don't know. Thought for a second it might be a keyhole, but it's not that either. Yeah, interesting. Any thoughts, let me know. But yeah, that's about as good as it's got for about the last 20 minutes or so. And as I say, we're running out of time fast. So yeah, I'm going to turn now, go back through this half of the field and into the previous field and see what we get in the next half an hour or so. Right, see you in a bit. Right, gang, we're in Last Chance Saloon, quite literally. I'm very close to the footpath that takes me back to my car. We had a bit of iron, and then right next to it, that's where the iron is, just to the right of it. There it is. We got an 8081, so Last Chance Saloon. Is it part of the iron, or is it actually something that's worth finding? I really hope it's the latter, for obvious reasons, and for your benefit. Otherwise, well, it's real metal detecting, but I still haven't found that much. But I don't mind, and I hope that you don't too. And if you do mind, that's all right. Sorry, if you can hear all the plipping and plopping, it's me standing next to the... Right, I'm not sure whether I got that or not yet. Let's have a look. No, just missed it. Too busy yapping, as always. Right, be lucky. Be lucky. Right, we are finishing. With a beauty. What did I say? I said earlier, it might not be the last of those naval buttons that I found, and I think we found an absolute corker of one. Excellent, right, let's give that a squirt and bring you in closer to have a look. Well, let's start with the back. These buttons are made to last, aren't they? Look at that, the shank's still on it. You can hang that from your blazer today. C&J Weldon, is it? London? Not sure, can't quite read it, but yeah. And then turn it over, look at that, that is a thing of beauty. I will never ever complain finding them. And I think it says KYS, which I presume is the Kent Yacht Society. Maybe, I don't know. 3 anchors and a thing of beauty. Well, we never mind that. Right, I have literally got about 40 yards left. So you never know, there could be one more. See you in a bit. Well, having just found that lovely button, I mentioned I'm only about 40 yards from the footpath, which is there, so you can see the fence. I got one in the 60s, I mean, quite literally on the surface. You can see I've not broken the ground at all. Now, I'm putting this on film, and before I get all the chinny wreck-ons and itchy beards, it was definitely on the surface. But it can't be, so I'm just going to put it on film. No, it's not. Now I'm looking at it under the camera. When I saw it come up like that, I thought it was the end of a fibula. No. More industrial than that, I think. Yeah, so it got the heart going. When I first picked it up, I thought, surely not. Because they don't plough this field, so I couldn't believe that it was, and I don't think it is. Yeah, so there you go. See, real metal detecting. Fake fibulas, left, right and centre. Cool, right, we'll clean it up when we get home just in case. I don't think it is. I think it's wishful thinking. But yeah, right, okay. Well, as you've just seen, we're right by the path. So about 2 minutes of my swinging left. See you in a bit. That's it. The sun has gone. You can just about see it going behind those trees behind me. It's been a good, well, probably nearly 3 hours actually. I've overstayed my welcome just a little bit. And it's been okay. A couple of coins and bits and bobs. Thank you as always for joining me. I do appreciate it. Real metal detecting. And the end of my silver run, which is disappointing to say the least. It's now kind of the last week of February. And since January, since the start of January, I've done nothing but find silver. Pretty much every hunt I've been on. I think I've had 11 or 12 bits of silver just from January alone. So I mustn't complain, must I? It had to run out eventually, the luck. That said, it's been a nice day. It's cleared my mind, it's cleared my head. And we found a few bits. So thanks as always for joining me. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be going on a weekender. You won't be seeing that, unfortunately. But if there's anything to be found, then I'll be making sure I do a video when I get back, or in the tent or something, just to show you what I found. So keep an eye on the shorts on YouTube, but also if you're on Instagram, keep an eye on me on Instagram as well. Hopefully I'll be able to show you whatever comes up then. But for now, I need to get back. There's cold beer calling. It's Friday night. Thanks as always. I'll see you soon. There we are then, folks. Another thick slice of real metal detecting for you. 3 hours on my permission. And do you know what? It's my happy place. It's the place I can go on my own and know all the troubles of the world are left behind for a few hours. I hope you feel the same when you're out digging holes, wherever you may be in the world. Lots going on for me at the moment, so it was just nice to get out and clear your mind. I haven't been out now for a couple of weeks, so this was filmed a couple of weeks ago. Hoping to get out soon, but in the meantime, obviously, thank you so much for stopping by. Lots of, well, it's a CAC half slate today rather than a CAC corner. Plenty of copper and brass and rubbish, but all interesting stuff. Never mind digging it up. Love this thing. Never filmed it. Little copper band that obviously went on a wooden post or something like that. Really cool. 3 bits of lead, 4 buttony type rivety bits. We had half of a key. We had a fake fibula, which isn't a fibula, obviously. I really wanted it to be, but it's some sort of door knocker or something like that, I presume. If you disagree, you think that's Roman, you just let me know. George V farthing, haven't cleaned it, so I can't quite get the date off it, but you can see Britannia coming through there. So we had a couple of coins, don't mind that. This one I have give a bit of the pink stuff to. I think that's either George III, or more likely, I would say William III, facing right there. And it has actually got a bit of a kink in it, so I think it was designed to be a love token, but probably never finished. And then we had 2 amazing yachting buttons, naval buttons. We had this one, which is the Royal Thames Yacht Club, with the anchor and the crown there. Little diddy one, but without the shank, sadly, so we don't mind that. And this one, obviously, my favourite find of the day. Again, an absolute stonker of a button. That says RYS, which is the Royal Yacht Squadron. Which was founded in 1815 down in the Isle of Wight in a place called Cowes. And it's the squadron, the club, is still going to this day. So it's a very relevant historical button, this one. The Royal Yacht Squadron. And just as importantly, I would suggest, is the back stamp. Created by a company called C&J Weldon, 130 Cheapside, London. That's Charles and Jeremiah Weldon. They had a shop in Cheapside in the East End of London. From 1851 to the 1910, so a Victorian era button that was made to last, and blimey it has. So yeah, never mind that, really pleased with it, and that will be going in the button drawer. Yep, so that's it for me. As I've said, I haven't been out for a couple of weeks. I really do hope that I get out soon, but tough going at the moment. So I hope you're all safe and well, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.